This bike from DYU, the D3F, is probably the perfect commuter bike, and it's not very often I'm shocked by a product. I've got to be honest, when I first received it, I didn't expect much from it, but once I've used it, really, really impressed with it. Wow. So, hill test. This is probably about 10%. How does it go up there? Pretty, actually, yeah, pretty good. That's not bad at all. I'm not having to pedal too much. The battery in it is a 36 volt, 10 amp hour battery. Can do 30 to 37 miles, which is, you know, decent for something like this. It charges in 5 to 6 hours. And I'm on full throttle now, but it's got up this little like incline really easily. I'm not really putting much pressure on the pedals at all. We've got the throttle on the side there. You have got the throttle only, which isn't, you know, by definition legal, but it does help with like the smaller bike getting it off the mark, so you can twist the throttle and you can get going. So what I will say about riding this bike, it's small, it's compact, but it's very, very comfortable. The seat is incredible. There's a huge spring on the back to make the seat very, very comfortable. So it is very nice and comfortable to ride. And the brakes, although they're not hydraulic, are extremely powerful. This thing stops on a 10 pence piece. It really does. So the discs I've been very impressed with. It's got front and rear mechanical disc brakes, and that is a really nice feature considering the price point of this bike. And it rides really well, you know. It's extremely comfortable. It's very nice to ride. Once you've got the pedaling going, you don't really need to pedal much. The throttle does most of the work for you, and you can commute along your way and have fun and do whatever you want to do. It's a really nice, pleasant riding experience, I've got to say. So I've got a bunch of specs here for you, just so I can run through the entire specs for you in case I missed any out in the video. 14-inch mini folding bike, €519, 250 watt brushless, 10 Newton meter motor. I've found the motor to be, you know, more than powerful enough, especially on a flat surface. It can just propel you along at that 13.5 miles an hour. Throttle only, no problem. So LED light on the front, all you have to do is hold down the mode button and that turns the light on. LCD display, 36 volt, 10 amp battery, 30 to 37 miles. Probably a little bit optimistic. I've been getting about 15 to 20 miles with using the throttle, so you can expect that. It's foldable disc brakes, which I've been super impressed with. They're only cable, they're not hydraulic, just to probably keep the weight down and the cost, but they are super powerful. They've got them on the front and back. Because this bike is so small and light, it just stops really quickly. IP54 water resistant, so it's not fully waterproof, but you're going to be okay in a rain shower. You're not going to have any problems there. And it charges in 5 to 6 hours. Pretty impressive stats for such a small and cheap little e-bike. So if your commute is like off-road a little bit as well, like on some towpaths or down some off-road trails, this can still handle it. It's got some big 14-inch wheels on it, which can cope with most things. It's also got some pneumatic tyres, which are supposed to be puncture proof, so there's some longevity in them. But yeah, if you're not just a city dweller, or you've got like a towpath to commute on, this will be really good. And I'll tell you what, it is very, very comfortable, really comfortable indeed. This seat is probably one of the most comfortable seats I've actually sat on a bike, full stop. The throttle's quite responsive, and just going up and down this little towpath here is, you know, really good, really fun, and it rides very well. You could do 30 miles on this, no problem. That rattling is actually just the mount that I've got the Insta360 linked to, so it's nothing to do with the bike. Everything feels solid, everything feels really well made. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with it overall. So DYU did send me the bike to review, but this is just a totally honest review. I've been using this now for about 4 weeks just to see how I got on with it. Yeah, and you know what? I've been taking it to work, and everybody that's seen it have been pretty impressed with it. They've like looked at it and gone, wow, what's that? Well, they've wanted a blast. They've taken it around the car park and they've had some fun. It catches the eye. It is small and compact. I mean, if you're a style guru and you're really bothered about what you look like when you ride on the roads, maybe it's not the bike for you. But it's practical, it's light, it's small and foldable. If you just want a bike for commuting from one place to the other, you're going on a train, you're getting off and then you're commuting a little bit further, it's probably the perfect bike for you. I've been very impressed with the build quality, the motor, you know, all the specs. It's not name brand stuff, but for the price, that's probably what you'd expect. And yeah, the fact that it's light as well is really impressive. You can sort of just pick it up and pack it away and then fold it. If you live in a flat as well down in London, then it's not going to take up much space. It's small, compact, and you can sort of fold away, put it in the corner ready for the next morning. Like I said, it's not very often I get shocked by products, and as I mentioned at the start of the video, I didn't really expect much from it, but it's a really cool, neat, and impressive little e-bike. I must admit, I've been extremely impressed. Okay, if you do want to grab one, there is a link in the description. That is, I don't think it's an affiliate link. I haven't got an affiliate link with them, but it's just a link to their website, so you can check them out. But that's it for this one. Stay tuned. We've got lots and lots of stuff coming on the way. Some excited new releases as well. So make sure you press that subscribe button, press the bell, so you don't miss any future uploads coming every single week. Okay, that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Safe riding. Wear a helmet. Be safe.